Back, Casey Campbell with Great Lakes Post. Pleased to be joined by Todd Gilliland, the driver of the number 38 Ford F-150 for Front Row Motorsports in the NASCAR Camping World Truck Series. Hi, Todd.
How's it going, Casey?
It's going well. So it has been quite the year for you. Of course, the big win at COTA earlier this year, and then getting into the playoffs. I know the season, I know you'd like to continue your playoff run. Didn't go as what you planned, but that 38 team has been running really, really good the last few races so far. How do you think it's going so far?
Yeah, I think you mentioned the big win at COTA. That was a big confidence booster for us. But I think really the thing that I've been most impressed about is just our consistency running well every single week. That's been the fun for me this year. Throughout my whole truck career, I've had a good race here or there, but this is by far the most complete season that me and my team have ever put together. So I think for me that just shows that I think I can do it over the course of that many races. And but overall, we're still in the hunt for an owners championship this year, and we're in a pretty good point situation going into Martinsville. So that's our new goal is to make the Final Four in that and go after an owners championship. But it's still been cool to be able to keep up with the owner side of things and still race those guys for every point.
Yeah, it's been a big improvement with the 38 team this year. What do you think's kind of led to that? I know that Front Row's kind of taken the truck in house this year. What's that been like? What's really been working for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's really just a combination of everything. I think Front Row's obviously got a lot of great people working through the Cup side for 10, 20 years now. So I think just having that much experience walking around our trucks, I think it's great for my crew chief and engineer. The Cup teams each have 2 engineers, and then there's really good, smart crew chiefs as well. So I think it's helped a lot because we are a young team, and just to see the leadership and experience of how they really go about things, I think has helped our structure of our team a lot. And then also just from my crew chief side of things, he's one of my best friends, really smart, but nothing beats experience, and having that 1 year under our belts and going back to these places, I think that's been another thing I've been really proud of is the improvements at the tracks we were kind of not our best at last year. We've executed really well and came back much closer where we need to be. So I think honestly just maybe the 1 year of experience, but I think overall having all the smart people surrounded us is also not hurting.
So I know you haven't raced in a while. You haven't raced since Talladega. So it's been a while since you've been at the track. I know you were at Texas last week for some other stuff, but what have you been up to these past few weeks? I'm surprised you haven't done a Call of Duty stream on Twitch in a while.
Right? Yeah, we've definitely been playing a lot of it. So me, Christian Harrison, the normal group's been playing. I went to Texas last weekend. That was really nice to be back at the track. But Talladega, the last one, and losing on the last lap, that's stung quite a bit and given me a lot of time to think about it. So, but yeah, I think just overall, it's let the team get really prepared for these last 2 races. I think it's cool that we're bringing the best 2 trucks I feel like we've ever brought to the racetrack in the last 2, but also I kind of wish we could have had this time to maybe regroup and get ahead maybe earlier in the season. But it's awesome to see all the hard work and just what these guys are turning our trucks into.
Yeah, I picked you for Talladega, and I don't know what happened, man. I'm like, well, I did pick you for Talladega. So,
that's racing.
It is, man. So you're going to Martinsville. Speaking of places that you've won at, well, that was your first win. I know that was your last year with KBM, but that win, of course, kind of solidified you. It's like, hey, I'm here, I'm still around. But what was that? What's it like to go back to a track that you have won at?
Yeah, it's really cool, and I think for a lot of guys in the truck series and really the top 3 series, they've all won at some level, at these tracks. But recently for me, it's been really cool. I won the ARCA race at Talladega. I've won a K&N race at Phoenix, and then obviously the truck race at Martinsville. So, I think historically the playoffs have looked really good for us. So, but definitely going back to Martinsville, just to be able to work through a full race there. I think usually it can get kind of rough in the truck series, but to be lived to have lived through it and made it to the end of that and put ourselves in good position, I think that definitely adds a lot of confidence and I think kind of experience to my shoulders.
Okay. So I know there's been also a lot of things swirling around about what your future is going to look like. Can you give us an update on that if you have one?
Yeah, I don't really have an update, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff swirling around, and I just hope really I can stay with Front Row Motorsports. I think I've really found a great home there. I feel really just welcome, and like I said, everyone's just been working really hard for me. So it's hard to pass up a good relationship like that. Everyone knows NASCAR is all about relationships, and I think I've definitely got a good one in Front Row.
Absolutely. All right. Last time we got to know you, you mistakenly figured out what the last time we did the getting to know you questions. I remember you forgot that the Queen doesn't actually live in England or something. I don't know. I forgot about that. But okay. What is a typical day like for Todd Gilliland? Like, what's the most boringest thing that in Todd's life that you do?
Yeah, honestly, my life is not that exciting. I wake up, go to the gym. I just recently started working out with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Riley Herbst, a couple guys over at his house. So that's been really cool for me to see that side of it. But after that, I go to the shop. I always try and go eat lunch with my guys. I think that's just a good time to kind of talk about things other than racing, see how their actual life is going. And that's probably the highlight of my day is going to lunch with my guys every single day. And then after that, pretty much hang out at the shop and start thinking about dinner. I'm a guy who eats dinner really early, usually like 5:30. So my day usually flies by. Come home and watch some Netflix.
Yeah, like people eat at like 5. Some people eat at 4. So I mean, 5:30 is considered.
They usually say it's like the older you get, the earlier you eat. So hopefully, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 26 and I eat at 5. So yeah. How often are you on Call of Duty with all your friends?
Oh, we play a lot, probably more than I'd like to admit, but I'd say probably a few days a week, few nights a week. Too much for my girlfriend's standards. I know that she would definitely rather me throw the whole Xbox out the window. So, but it's a lot of fun, and like I said, just kind of another way to decompress and just have some fun.
Yeah. Are you a fan of any other sports? Because I know that a lot of the guys, especially that workout group that you're with, they all like big football guys or something like that. You're not a sports guy, are you?
No, I never was really growing up, but just recently I've definitely loved watching all different kind of sports. I think you can just really appreciate it. I've recently become a huge F1 fan. I'm really excited to see him race at COTA actually this weekend. I usually watch all the F1 races and really have no idea about the track, but the place I won and just been to, that's gonna be really cool to see. And aside from that, Harrison's a big football fan, so I've been to a Panther game with him and always keep up with the Panthers. Hornets season's about to start, so I'm a hometown sports fan.
Yeah, I mean, you're from North Carolina, right? So, let's see. What's a popular eating place around Charlotte that you go to?
I feel like we eat at the same few restaurants. Hard to branch out, but there's a really good steakhouse right by my house, Epic Chop House, and then I love a good sushi place, and Pisces is really good in Mooresville. So I'd say those are two places we hit up a lot.
Do you and Marissa go to that sushi place?
Oh, we go there all the time. I'm more of a hibachi guy, but sushi is good every now and then also.
Yeah, that sounds good. Let's see. Do you have any racing superstitions?
No, that's a funny question though. I definitely don't, and I don't really try and stay away from it because I feel like it's more of a hindrance than anything. If you don't have your superstition, the one week you're already kind of behind before you start. But my girlfriend is very superstitious, and my mom. They've even without me knowing, they always wear the same necklace or like same socks or something. They don't even tell me that because they know I'm against superstitions. But just recently, I found out they're pretty superstitious.
How many times have you are you bothered by how many times maybe people misspell your last name?
No, I think it's more funny than anything. I think a lot of people probably struggle with that in this world. Just last names are hard, and I really think mine's pretty easy if you can sound it out, Gilliland. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just funny to hear people, and a lot of people pronounce it right, and a lot of people definitely pronounce it wrong.
Yeah. Well, the good news is I mean, the good news is the boys at Fox, they nailed it down. So for the broadcasts, so
Yep.
definitely don't want to have that happen. Okay, what is something interesting people do not know about you?
Um, I don't know. I think maybe that I try and go to the shop every day. But also, I think recently something I would like to tell people is that we do play, video games. We're still young, and honestly, I just try and have fun with everything I do. So uh, I try and be more fun, and think of racing. I mean, it is a hobby. That's how it all starts for all of us. So always try and have fun with everything.
You gonna do another Twitch stream? I know I've been on a few of them, and you've called me out on a few of them. So
Yeah, no, I definitely want to. I think we've been playing F1 a lot on Xbox as well. So I think we might try and stream that maybe this off season.
ooh, that's some interesting details to come there. Interesting indeed. So yeah, stay tuned for that. A lot of news surrounding Todd Gilliland, besides where he'll go next year. It's maybe more video game streams. We'll find out. All right. Well, Todd Gilliland, thank you so much for coming on and talking with us. Enjoy the off week. Good luck next weekend at Martinsville and Phoenix to finish out the year.
Awesome. Yep. Thank you for having me on here.